Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to a channel update video for the rest of 2025. And AJ's giving it a thumbs up and Discord cuz
I didn't even do a thumbs up, but sure.
Yep. But I'm Owen Finch and I'm here with
AJ Talent. Today we're doing Ben 10, The Alliance. So this episode, wait, what's that? We're not doing The Alliance. Yeah, so last minute change. We literally watched the episode, wrote the notes, got on, talked about the episode, and like a minute before we hit record, we were like, you know what, let's do it. Let's take notes on what we're gonna do for the rest of the year. And then we were like, you know what, fuck it. We'll just do a channel update video.
Yeah, what happened too is we didn't get on to start talking off camera until like 9 o'clock, and then I have to get up at like 5 a.m.
My dad and my grandfather, and yeah, you know.
But so I figured, and I figured too, like we were kind of talking to. Obviously, as you guys can tell, a lot of stuff has changed when it comes to doing videos. We haven't even gone through like half of our list that we made earlier this year for our channel update video. So we were kind of like, I think too. I think I had mentioned on off a one-handed comment too, like before we even started this video, like. We should do like a channel update video when I come back, and that's it ended up being today instead of because I'm going to Tennessee also, and I won't be back really to do videos until like early July. So like we're gonna lose.
Listen, Owen, we're not gonna get to a lot of the shit we planned on, just unfortunately. But honestly, compared to previous years, we've been doing pretty well this year. I think.
Yeah, I think we've done well. We finished Yellow Jackets. We finished well, not finished it, but we got through seasons 1 and 2. We finished OVB seasons 9 and 10 like we wanted. We got to the Rick and Morty episode we wanted to get to, the Love Potion episode, so we did that.
And you figure, we finally got back to Danny and Ben, which we hadn't done in a year, so.
Right. So we haven't done a lot of videos like we wanted, but, again, it's better than the other years.
Yeah. Last year was our most productive year in 5 years, where we had only done like one video a year for a while.
Right. I feel like, too, what happened this year, too, you had a lot of jobs, and then the job that you have now, your schedule's changed a lot, so we haven't really been able to get on the same wavelength. And then I also have a job, and I have to get up at 5 a.m. for my job, and sometimes what happens is AJ, and as this happened, AJ and I plan a video, and then I don't make it to the video because I end up going to bed at like 8:30, and we do the videos at night, so it wouldn't really...
I was going to do shit last night. My dad had me move something, and then I went to bed at like 8 p.m., and I didn't wake up till 8 a.m. today, so I literally slept 12 hours last night. I was so...
Yeah, so we're gonna now that AJ and I's schedule is gonna meet after I go on the trip to Tennessee and everything like that. And a good thing is my wrestling channel will be like a little inactive for like a week because my friend's going away, and he's like the only one I can do like the wrestling videos with. So AJ and I are gonna have like a week, like that week to do videos. So maybe fingers crossed, I might see if I can talk AJ into it and see if we can commit to it. And we're not doing launch shit. We will do a video every day that week if we're up to it.
Hey, fingers crossed. But yeah, I guess we'll just get right into our list for our plans for the rest of 2025. A lot of the entries you will see are the same as our update video for the winter. Just we've updated it, of course, because we are not going to be able to get to everything. So our original goal for our main shows, Avatar: Last Airbender, Danny Phantom, and Ben 10, we're to finish season 2s of Avatar and Danny, and then finish the original run of Ben 10, because the Ben seasons are half as long as Avatar and Danny. Now we are thinking, finish the first seasons of Danny and Ben, which I think is realistic, because we're about halfway through those seasons.
Yep.
And Ben, we are either going to finish season 2 of Ben, or we'll get to the end of season 1 of Ben, which is we're really close to. We're only a couple episodes off, and then we will shift focus to something else instead of Ben, and we'll save season 2 for next year. I'm hoping we finish season 2 of Ben because it's like my favorite season in the original Ben. But again, we will see where we're at.
Yeah, it's also going to depend on our moods. Like the an example we can give is when we did Red versus Blue, we were planning on doing the Chorus trilogy also this year, but you and I are both got pretty burnt out on Red versus Blue after season 10 because we watched season 6 and 10 like pretty close together, like 6 through 10 like pretty close together. We're like, yeah, we need to.
We were originally going to take a break, like in like the sagas. You know, we'll do 6, 7, and 8 close together. Then we'll take a break. Then we'll do 9 and 10 close together. But you know, for some fucking reason we took a break between 7 and 8, so we ended up doing 8, 9, and 10 together. And
we learned that the LVB videos are a lot longer to do than we anticipated because I mean, I guess maybe it won't be like that next time because this in seasons 9 and 10 it was 2 timelines, and then we would get pretty burnt out like in the middle of a timeline. So,
and we also had the you know, where there's a wall, and you know, fucking the other miniseries.
Yeah, so we're pretty burnt out on OVB, and I feel like too.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. We planned on doing the Chorus trilogy next year for a while now.
Yeah, but that's the to kind of put it back to Ben 10. It will just depend. Like if we do a lot of Ben and then feel like we want to just save Ben season 2 to next year, then that's what will happen. But because we're doing other stuff alongside it, I mean, I imagine we're probably just going to end up doing season 2. And also, I think it's just going to depend too when we even finish season 1 too, because obviously.
I mean, we were planning on doing episode 9 today, and there's 13 episodes, so we only got 10. We only got 4 more episodes in Ben after we do episode 9.
Yeah, so I think we can do season 2, but again, good to have a backup. So.
Yeah, and then for Danny and Avatar, we are of course about halfway through those seasons, so I think it's pretty realistic to get through those seasons. We also have the Last Airbender movie, because if you didn't know, there was a really shitty Last Airbender movie by M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong. And that was based on book 1 of Avatar, because those idiots thought they were actually going to make 2 more movies.
So, yeah, that would be fun, because I haven't seen the... I just know how bad it is and stuff, because I'll always watch a little bit of it and never finish. I always get like a little further. I'm like, yeah, I just can't. Now that's gonna suck. Now I actually have to sit down and like watch the full.
No, and like I'm gonna keep your eyes open, like force you to watch it. Yeah.
And I have to. It's gonna be weird. I have to watch it as like a critic. I could have just watched it as a fan a long time ago, but now I have to actually like critique this movie and like talk about and like study it.
All right. Yeah. So yeah, Avatar season 1 or book 1 Water and the Last Airbender movie, Danny Phantom season 1, and Ben 10 season 1 or season 2. Those are our main course. But another show that we have been focusing on heavily.
Before we get there, I want to throw another video at you. After we do book 1 of the first movie. Maybe not compare and contrast, but we'll make it some funny name like what's worse, Netflix Death Note or Avatar Book 1.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. Yeah, okay, we'll jot that down. Comparing the Netflix Death Note and the Last Airbender movie, I think that'll be a fun one.
Especially too because we're going to be doing what as you're going to talk about. I guess I'll talk about this because obviously the plan is to still do the comparison video for Red versus Blue seasons 9 and 10 and Yellow Jacket seasons 1 and 2. We'll be pretty positive in that video. Obviously, there's going to be some negativity in there. But I feel like that, because we'll do that, I feel like we're due to have a negative one. That would be a really fun, like, negative video. Just like, I feel like Drunk AJ.
Yeah.
I feel like Drunk AJ would come back for that video.
Yeah. But, yeah, like you said, we are still planning to do the comparison video for Red vs. Blue and Yellow Jackets. It's just, you know, we're going to do Inception beforehand. Because, fuck it, why not? Well, also because we were doing Rick and Morty, and that was doing a lot of Inception shit.
Yeah.
And then Red vs. Season 9 was obviously, like, similar to Inception. So we were like, okay, we'll just cram Inception in there.
And then Yellow Jacket seasons 2, episode 6, like, is kind of, not the whole episode, but, like, most of the past is Inception-based, sort of, because... you know, and we figured like one of the topics in the comparison video is what did Inception better? And like we keep talking about it, and then I'm like, wait, I haven't even seen Inception, so how can I can't judge that if I haven't seen it. Like, so
Yeah, that was a big reason why we decided to do Inception. Yeah. So after Danny Ben, Yellow Jackets season 3, and before we do season 3 Yellow Jackets, we will do the Red versus Blue and Yellow Jackets comparison and Inception. And then speaking of Inception, our movie picks, we did Toy Story 1 and Star Wars: A New Hope. So we are going to continue those trilogies. We will plan on doing Toy Story 2 and 3, and Star Wars: Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. It's funny, we're also going to do the Christmas special of Star Wars this year, because we were going to do New Hope, but we didn't end up doing A New Hope till May. So we'll probably do the Christmas special for this coming Christmas.
yeah. Going back on those topics, so yeah, excited to start Yellow Jacket season 3. We were supposed to have been finished with that by now, but it just didn't happen that way. But yeah, we'll do Yellow Jacket season 3. I'm looking forward to the comparison video. As you see, AJ, I've kind of started making that, piecing it together. Every time we do a talk off air, I always kind of mention stuff I want to put in there. So that'll be a fun video. And then Yellow Jacket season 3, I'm looking forward to. Looking forward to doing that. It would be cool because we talked about this off camera. It's going to be the first show that we're both caught up on. Because obviously, other than like a movie, I think that we both haven't seen or something, the Yellow Jackets will be like the first thing of a show that we both haven't seen. We'll be both caught up on. So that would be kind of interesting.
Interesting, of course. We normally when we start a show, it'll like either like be ending, or like it's something that's ended a long time ago, or like or like so basically it's not ongoing. So Yellow Jackets, when we finish season 3, we will be able to start watching it season 4 as it comes out.
Yeah, that would be cool. I obviously wanted season 3 to be the video that we started watching as like episodically and stuff, but I guess it's going to be season 4. That would be nice because we've done all the hard work in like season 3, so when we do season 4 next year, whenever it comes out, it would be nice that like we could. All we have to really do is just probably watch a few clips online this time around. We won't really have to do much. Maybe next year we'll do a predictions video for Yellow Jacket season 4 type of thing. And then obviously going back to Toy Story and Star Wars, we started both those series. We started Toy Story last year because we needed a video, and we didn't do a movie review, so we wanted to do a movie review, and Toy Story was it. And then we did Star Wars this year. I'm really excited to do those because Toy Story, we're getting into some really great times into Toy Story because you really like 2. I like 2 a lot. I like 3 a lot. I don't know how you feel about 3, but
I really agree. I just 2 is my favorite out of the Toy Story movies.
And
then 4 sucks.
So we're at like the great trilogy time frame, and then as for Star Wars, this would be interesting because we're getting into interesting times there because even though I haven't seen Star Wars, I'm pretty sure the next movie is gonna have a big Finn in it that I'm expecting, which
is probably do that one before Toy Story 2, because Toy Story 2 has like an entire thing that is like spoofing Star Wars: The Empire Strikes Back.
That's right. So like, I think we talked about that originally too. Like we kind of have to do Star Wars first. So the plan too will spread these out. Like sometime in July, I think we'll do Star Wars, and then maybe in August we'll do Toy Story, and then September, October we'll do Toy Story 3, and then November, December we'll do the last Star Wars of the trilogy. Yeah. So
yeah, picks this year. Unfortunately, we are not going to be able to get to Spider-Man, and I don't remember what your other pick was.
I took it off the list because I updated it, but
I didn't think you deleted it. Okay. Yeah, but we will get to our next movie picks next year. Unfortunately, we'll try to put more emphasis on movies next year because we've only done one movie this year.
There'll be a couple of Halloween things we'll do for movies this year. We're going to do one Halloween Town movie this year. It's obviously going to be the first one, the original. which we're looking forward to doing that. And then we're gonna do there's a series I started watching last year called Smile. There's only 2 movies. If you want to do one more Halloween movie, that's totally fine. Or you can just get like an extra movie pick. That's also fine. Since my thin's only 2 type of thin, we can even it out. So, and then that's it for movies really this year. Definitely want to play. Definitely want to make movies more of a focus next year. I think the big thing next year too is we're both going to be situated in our jobs and everything like that, and our schedules will really link. So like we're not going to have fingers crossed. So we're not going to have like a year where that doesn't happen.
Yeah. Then speaking of our shows, we had 2 other shows that we started around the end of last year, and that was Rick and Morty and Dragon Ball. So we are making good progress, which is something we don't get to say often. Rick and Morty Season 1 and Dragon Ball Season 1. We're a little more than halfway through Dragon Ball Season 1, and Rick and Morty, I'm not sure how many episodes are in Season 1, but I think we're pretty close to the end of that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we are, because I think it's 10 episodes, and I think I remember because I'm pretty sure the Love Potion episode is like a halfway episode, so
yeah, we're like about halfway to a little over halfway through those seasons. And our original goal was to get through Season 2 of Rick and Morty and Season 2 / the tournament arc of Dragon Ball. And so far, those are still our goals. We are still planning on getting through Season 2s of those shows.
How weird is it that that's the thing that stayed the same? We didn't that's the thing we didn't change of all things.
That is fun.
I think it's really weird. The thing we've actually made the most progress on is Rick and Morty and Dragon Ball. The thing we haven't really been spending any time on or anything like that.
Probably because it's just quicker videos, easier to do. Yeah. But yeah, that is strange because we didn't even really plan on starting those when we did. But yeah, we've made a lot of progress on that somehow.
Right.
And then,
I said right. I agree with you.
Yeah. And then we got some smaller videos that we have planned. We are planning on doing the Death Note pilot chapter. We were going to do the 10-episode live-action show Death Note. That is something we are all going to save for next year. Which I'm fine with because we always kind of wanted to do Death Note alongside Breaking Bad stuff. So we'll probably do Better Call Saul next year. So we'll do Death Note alongside that, most likely.
Yeah, that will probably be a summer 2026. I think that originally we were gonna do we were gonna bring back the Death Note and Breaking Bad stuff this year because this year was 10 years since Better Call Saul aired, and then this was 10 years that we started Death Note originally. Actually, I think it's 10 years ago this month because I remember I was down in Florida when we started it. It's weird too. It's always weird because I was there a whole month, but we didn't start Death Note until a few days after I left or something.
Yeah, and then we got to episode 10 or something.
Yeah, we got because I'm pretty sure we meet because we see Elle in person by that point.
Episode before the tennis match.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was the episode Light and Elle meet for the first time, face to face. So we'll save that Death Note stuff for next year.
Yeah.
But we figured something Death Note related this year, so we're going to do the pilot chapter, which I think is fitting because we ended up doing the pilot chapter for Avatar and stuff. So I'm that'd be cool to do another pilot.
Should we do something Breaking Bad this year? Maybe that bad Breaking Bad thing you were saying we should do this year,
Matissus, yeah. So, that's a whole show.
Because I feel we should. Well, then again,
sure. Okay, well, adding this to the list last second. We'll do Matissus, whatever. Episode 1.
Well, then thinking of. There's a beauty thinking a lot. I feel the Death Note thing I want to push more than Breaking Bad because this is actually 10 years since we actually started Death Note. Well, Breaking Bad.
But yeah, how you feel about Matissus because it's the same story as Breaking Bad, just worse direction and actors. So it'll be kind of interesting to make that comparison to Breaking Bad.
Maybe do.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll do Matistus episode 1 and the Death Note pilot chapter. Those will be fun. And then we have the Family Guy and SpongeBob season 1 tier list. Probably not going to do anything Family Guy or SpongeBob related this year. So we figure that'll be fun to do. Especially because you started Family Guy and SpongeBob without me. So that'll be a way to get my opinions on those first seasons.
And like, Family Guy, legit, the only episode you did with me in season 1 was the finale, actually, which is funny. So, but yeah. I think, but the SpongeBob one will be good because those SpongeBob videos are like over 10 years old. So like you'll get like and like that was like when I was like really new to doing YouTube videos. So like you'll get like a more better perspective of like what I think of those episodes. Cause yeah, those videos, I think if you go back and watch them, AJ, they are you would be like, wow, I can't believe this is Owen making videos like over 10 years ago type of thing. So
yeah, that's crazy. And then we got the guessing games. So
I say this one. Yeah, so you've done 3 guessing games that you've hosted. You've done Ben 10, Dragon Ball, and Star Wars. I haven't done any. I think because, one, you watch more things than I do because I'm so stuck in my wrestling bubble. And, you know, sometimes I stay in my lane and just watch the shows that I know. So I just what happens. And then, but yeah, so...
I think more so just so, like, you've seen more of my stuff than I've seen of your stuff.
Yeah, that's probably what it is, too. But... I could actually do some guessing games because the 3 guessing games that I'm doing, you've at least seen some of it and you like have a general knowledge of. The first one is going to be, since Squid Games is coming back this year, it's actually coming back June 27th, so like 2 days before I come back from Tennessee. I want to do something Squid Games related this year, and then I figured there's no real sense in starting it because the episodes are pretty long, and there will be long videos. But I figured we'll do a guessing game for it at least this year. What I'll do is I'll watch season 3, and then we'll do the guessing games because you've seen some of Squid Games, right? But you didn't see the whole thing.
1 episode.
Right. I don't even think... So you haven't even... and I'm pretty sure there's no games that get played, like, in that episode. So,
yeah. And then, like, my ex really liked it, so she talked a little bit about it, but, like, I barely remember what she said.
So, like, AJ doesn't really know, like, what the Squid Games are there for, like, what is it... What are the Squid Games about or anything like that. So it'll be kind of cool to get his perspective on it and everything like that. So, and it'll be cool and Squid Games will be a fun guessing game. Then we're also gonna, I keep saying this, we're gonna do the Phineas and Ferb guessing game. I think we've planned this a few times, but then I never make the guessing game because I get busy.
Yeah. So that'll be fun because I probably know the most about Phineas and Ferb because I watched it a bit as a kid. I mean, wrestling also. Well, wrestling's so big that like what little bits I do know about it are probably like a drop in the bucket.
Right. Yeah, I think Phineas and Ferb will be fun because we watched the finale actually together. So
we did. And I was also just saying, like, I did watch the early episodes when I was a kid. You kept watching. I didn't. So I know some episodes of Phineas and Ferb.
And we're doing this at a good time because it came back. It's like back now. So
yeah, I did hear about that it came back. That's cool.
I probably won't watch the next episodes because I don't know if it's that. I feel like that's set before the finale, and I feel like because Phineas and Ferb is episodic enough, I don't think I need to watch those.
I heard like the first scene is like them like leaving school, so it's like the next summer.
Oh, okay, but I feel like it'll be fine. I can probably there's enough there. I can do a guessing game without watching it, but we'll see.
Yeah, and then we got one more thing on the list. Kisses.
Oh wait, wrestling. I want to say the wrestling. I didn't get to say the wrestling then.
Oh, you didn't? Oh, sorry, I thought you did.
So yeah, wrestling's the last guessing game. That'll probably be the one I do first though, but that's like the big one. You know, I've watched wrestling for a while, and AJ's only really like at least in the beginning, heard about it like through me, and then obviously seen some stuff online. I feel like you do better than before because you've done GM and have like have like you've heard the terms of like some wrestling things now and things. And you won GM.
Somehow won GM. I mean, it wasn't really a win because we just got stopped. But yeah, I was winning.
Yeah. So, it'd be kind of fun to do wrestling. I feel like maybe I'll do wrestling after Squid Games because I feel like the wrestling's gonna be a tougher one because it's not like a show like Squid Games, Ben 10, or like Dragon Ball is. It's like an overarching like thing. So
yeah, well, I feel like it'll be kind of like Marvel and DC, which I am more familiar with.
But yeah, the last thing on the list.
Yep. So I already kind of spoiled it. Kiss Sis. Yep. We've well, it's funny. We thought we were halfway done.
Yeah.
And but we always kind of knew there was like a couple specials.
Right.
And I was like, you know what? Well, how many specials are there? I think there's like 2 or 3. I Googled it. And there are as many specials as there are episodes in the fucking only season of Kiss Sis. So we thought we were almost done. No. We're not. We're halfway through being halfway with Kiss Sis content. Well, we're not even counting the manga, which, Jesus Christ, that'll be a dark day in hell when we get there. But yeah.
I think you've told me this by the way, too. I thought there was only 10 episodes of, like, the original, but there's not 10. There's, like, 13 or, like, something crazy like that.
Yeah. 13 episodes, not 10. And then there's also, like, 12 specials. So it's like, dear God.
How far are we on that? I don't even... What episode are we on now? Like, let me check.
Or like 8, I don't know.
Yeah, well,
Anyway, we are planning to get through, to episode 12 or 13, whatever like the original run of Kiss Sis was, and then we'll do the fucking specials whenever we feel like dying.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. I think the plan. I think we always plan this, but then we watch the next episode, and like our souls get like sucked out of us. I'm like, yeah, we're not watching.
I think we're gonna eventually bite the bullet, rip our nails off, and be like, okay, let's do a Kiss marathon. Let's just get her done.
Oh no, that's like the big.
Well, hey, listen, episodes were during the summer, right? The summer festival. So we're in a good time of year to fucking do it.
Watch you come down. You come up this summer, and that's the big thing we marathon. Like instead of death.
We're not gonna be able to, fucking family's gonna be around us. It's like we're not explaining what we're talking about.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun. Death Note, not Death Note. Kiss Sis.
Yeah, when your dad was like, "Oh yeah, you guys do like YouTube. What's like the most viewed videos you guys got?" I was like, "Oh, one video got like 500,000 views." He was like, "Oh wow, what was it about?" I was like, stuff.
I think we just looked at each other like,
Like, we're not explaining that to your dad.
Especially me. I mustn't explain that to my dad either. So
yeah, you have to see him more than I do.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to the rest of the year. Though we're still making good progress. I think it's just that
Well, again, we can't complain too much. This year and last year we have made so much more progress than we did the previous years. So I'm happy with it.
Yeah, I feel like again after I come back from Tennessee, our schedules will line up and everything like that. It's just that our schedules didn't line up, and we're finally at that stage. I am looking forward once we can get through like the big bulk stuff, and then we can actually because we're gonna be in a unique place where like yes we'll have to do Yellow Jacket season 3, we'll have to do like the Ben 10 stuff, but now nothing will handcuff us from like doing it type of thing. We can just say like, hey, well, I feel like we'll be in a unique place where we can just plan our videos and say what videos do we actually like, what videos do I want to say want to do, but like what, because we obviously want to make these videos, but like
sometimes we're not in the mood for certain things, so we're kind of in a position where we can be like, oh, we're not really in the mood for this, we can do something else and then come back to it.
Right. So this would be nice.
Whereas Yellow Jacket versus Blue, if we weren't in the mood for it, we were still kind of like, let's get it done.
So like we won't really be in that stage, like.
So to recap, because we just talked a lot.
Yeah.
Our main priorities, of course, are still Avatar, Danny, Ben 10. We will be getting through season 1 of Avatar and the last Airbender movie, season 1 of Danny, and then season 1 of Ben for sure. And then, if we feel like it, season 2. Again, we will see where we're at with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yellow Jackets, season 3. But before we do season 3 of Yellow Jackets, we will do the Inception movie and the comparison video comparing Yellow Jackets season 1 and 2 and Red vs. Blue seasons 9 and 10, the Freelancer saga. For movies, around October, we will do the Smile movies and the Halloween Town movie.
Mm-hmm.
We are also continuing Toy Story 2 and 3, and the rest of the Star Wars original trilogy, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi. We will also probably do this Christmas special.
Which will be,
why not?
Yeah, it'll be weird because we'll be doing the 2 movies before that type of thing. So
yeah, the Christmas special came out in between 4 and 5, I think.
Oh, okay.
Well, yeah, between A New Hope and Empire Strikes Back.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
The Christmas special in Empire Strikes Back and throw in.
That's true. Maybe I'll watch. Maybe I'll watch it then. Before then.
No, fuck it. Fuck the Christmas special.
Okay.
Yeah. We are also continuing Rick and Morty and Dragon Ball. We are planning on finishing season 2s of both of those shows. We are also going to do the Death Note pilot chapter and the first episode of Metissus, or whatever, the fucking rip-off Breaking Bad. We are also going to do the Family Guy and SpongeBob season 1 tier list, the guessing games for wrestling, Squid Game, and Phineas and Ferb, which are all hosted by you. And finally, we are planning on doing the original televised run of Kiss Is, the best show on the fucking planet.
Yeah, it's so. I mean, it's so good. We left it to the end, to talk about. That's how good it is.
Last, yeah. That's a funny one. That's another funny one where it's like, wow, Dragon Ball, Rick and Morty, and Kiss This. Those are three shows we're making decent progress on.
Yeah. I hope we could come back at the end, maybe not, next year and say that we did all this stuff. Because actually, if you remember, we did a channel update video in 2024, after August and everything like that, and we got through most of that stuff in the channel update video, which was pretty cool. So
hopefully, we can come back in December or January, our 2026 update video, and say, hey, we have made all the progress we've wanted to. And keep in mind, again, the things that we didn't get to from our update video last time. We didn't cancel. We didn't quit. We just started postponing it. Owen and I are cousins. We're family. We're kind of stuck with each other for life. So we got our whole lives to get through all of our dumbass videos.
Yeah, and I think the big thing we'll do next year too is now that we've learned, we can we'll be able probably more real. Because I feel this year we thought we were gonna have more time, but then we had to get situated. So next year we'll probably be a little bit more realistic, because I think at the beginning of the year we'll always it's that new year hope. You always hope you're gonna get to all this stuff, and then you kind of forget that
wow, a whole year, that's a lot of time. But then you get through it and you're like, oh yeah, shit, work, socializing, friends, family, all that fun shit. So
I'll probably take that into effect next year for both ends, type of thing.
But again, if we make it through all this stuff, I will be pretty happy with ourselves. So yeah, look forward to it. Again, we're already making decent progress on a lot of these goals. So we're already a good chunk through it all.
I'm at least happy we went back. We did like you said, we did one episode of Danny and Ben before we did this video and everything. So
I agree. But yeah, speaking of Danny and Ben, look forward to that. We will probably do the Alliance once Owen gets back from his trip. And yeah. So we'll be a good chunk through season 1 of Ben. And yeah, we are planning on getting through all of these. We're really going to buckle down on Avatar, Danny, and Ben.
Yeah.
And of course, we are definitely going to start Yellow Jacket season 3 soon. So look forward to that.
Yeah, definitely. And that's pretty much it, guys. And we will talk to you guys later.